Good morning, ma'am. So this is the Unit 3 Lesson 4, Facilitating Learner-Centered Teaching. So today we are moving into something familiar and precisely everybody knows about this, like what you said, but only that not everyone, we guarantee, has to get hold of this. And not everyone really manifests the goodness when it comes to this particular topic. So we have classroom discipline. So define as the practice of teaching others to obey rules or norms by using punishment to correct unwanted behavior. Therefore, it's important, it's natural, and it's normal to really make use of punishment in order to eliminate the occurrence of unwanted behavior among students in a classroom. A teacher actually uses discipline to ensure routine is maintained. School rules are enforced and the learners are in safe learning environment. So we know, could just imagine a classroom without rules or without discipline. Everything can just go by how everyone's to be, and it's gonna be a picture of a mess, and everything gets upside down, that there should be noises and even chaos inside the classroom and even among the people in the classroom, and that is being altered at least by the presence of the discipline. So while the word discipline seems negative, so the goal of using discipline is to teach learners boundaries and limits to help them achieve personal and academic life goals. So that this is the definition. This is very true that sometimes we get to interpret discipline as something with a negative connotation, like mom said. So but the truth is, discipline actually wants to emphasize on something positive. So because it wants an end goal of making a harmonious relationship, making routines well maintained and accordingly. So and making characteristic, ethical, and even attitudes at the end of the day, positive and fitting according to norms and standards. And very importantly, with that definition was given. So what having discipline is also actually helping learners establish personal and academic life goals. So because once we emphasize among learners or even among the children at home, so once we emphasize on them in discipline, and then we give to them a picture of the end that they will become, or that they may achieve this practice, that this kind of discipline will become a better person. So next is preventative discipline. This is the types of discipline. So what mom mentioned a while back, a slightly common example or about the earlier. So teachers with effective classroom management strategies usually establish expectations, guidelines, and rules for behavior during the first few days of classes. But it's very important, like have mentioned, that it should be already done at the onset, and at the onset or the beginning, first meeting among the students. So the key is here to be consistency. So if we have a consistent about the rules that we have established, the guidelines may be, or some other expectation related to their being member of the classroom, then definitely everything else may not be perfect. At least we can maintain as a student a routine that is pleasing and according to our standards in the classroom. So expectation is an essential component, like what you mentioned, ma'am. So there's a goal of preventative discipline is to provide proactive interventions. When we say proactive, we're already thinking ahead of what possible upsetting or unruly behavior may happen. What could be the cause of it, and what could be the trigger of these things. So what we do ahead of time is actually create already ways and styles or means we can stop this from happening. So that is proactive intervention. That is the preventive discipline. So last is corrective discipline. So me as a learner failed to change the direction of my behavior after I repeated attempts, meaning to say there's have already like cautions done on part of the teacher. There has already been a calling of the attention. So if at a repeated attempts for supportive discipline, a teacher may offer for a collective discipline strategy. If still followed through or if still happens and there is no way it could be altered, then this is the time that the teacher may already use corrective discipline. From the word itself, corrective. Type of discipline refers to the set of consequences delivered to learners following an infraction. There's a wide degree of variation among corrective discipline. So some effective, the others, like for example, engage in a verbal altercation, like what mom said in the video. So with a learner, is a corrective discipline technique. So but it may increase a rapidly volatile situation and undermine the authority as a teacher. So there's a consequences so being delivered to a learner who consistently does a disruptive behavior or a negative discipline in the classroom. But of course, this has to be done according to an order. So it's a kind of dealing with offenses. That's why it's infraction. Like mom said that there's a first offense, second, and so forth. Or other would use first warning or etc. So the level to which there is already serious agreement, the authorities, at the time that learner is no longer really responsive to any of the warnings being given. So this type of discipline strategies would also vary to make it effective at the first and second or third level, like what you said in the video. So that is a corrective discipline. So the realization of this is that discipline provides people with rules to live our lives effectively and efficiently. So when we have a discipline in our life, we can actually make small sacrifices in the present for a better life in the future. So the more we work or the more you work on our discipline, the stronger it becomes. So that is my realization. So thanks for listening. Good morning, mom.